course, I've seen your statement basically welcoming the fact that this report has been put out. That being noted, really all of that being noted, at the end of the day, you have senior ANC officials in the Limpopo province that are implicated. What are you as the party going to do?
Well, thanks, Kathy. What is quiet, I must just maybe greet your viewers at home as well, because...
Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to greet the viewers. So,
okay.
Yes, if you can get straight into it, please.
No, thanks. The ANC in Limpopo, together with us at head office level, have already issued a statement noting and welcoming the contents of the report, and but again, welcoming the fact that the South African Reserve Bank, through the prudential authority that was established by the financial sector regulation, had in fact moved on to commission an investigation after they had received a report from the curator to effectively look into the affairs of VBS. And there was quite a range of things that needed to be attended to. It had to deal with the conduct of individuals and institutions, to also check if institutions and those individuals in their own conduct did not defraud the affairs of the bank. I want to go exactly there. That noting from the statement issued by our party in Limpopo, that where there would have been wrongdoing, because you need to study the report, understand what are the kind of implications that are being leveled against individuals, allow those individuals to also be able to attend to those areas and issues of concerns where such are being raised. And we said, where action is to be taken, it must be taken without fear or favor.
So what kind of action is going to be taken? This is from an ANC perspective, and I appreciate that the provincial body has issued a statement on it. I'm asking, what are you as the national ANC going to be doing?
That's why I'm saying that it is important that the report is, the details of the report, including how individuals, whether they are those associated with us or are leading at various levels of the ANC, what are the levels of such implications?
Are you embarrassed by the fact that, I mean, one of your mayors in that area is in WhatsApp group, in a WhatsApp group quoted as asking for a Christmas gift? This was also about 300,000 that had been given to her, and she said it wasn't enough for securing the fact that the municipality would keep its deposit with VBS. This is utterly shameful.
That's why I'm saying, Kathy, it is important that such details are studied and are understood. Individuals who are so mentioned are given an opportunity as well themselves to be able to put forward the facts. The report has been, you will know, the role of the Prudential Authority. The CEO, the Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank is the CEO of the Prudential Authority. A report that has been commissioned and developed by two legal entities would now have to serve before the Prudential Authority.
Of course.
We would expect that when whatever action is to be taken, there would, of course, have to be engagements to understand the veracity of these implications. And that's why in our own statement we said that where there is clear acts of misconduct, it should roll.
Do you think that those of your officials that are currently serving in municipalities need to be either suspended or fired while the party takes whatever action you intend on taking, although it doesn't sound like you're going to be taking action, you're leaving it to the authorities that are investigating?
Well, I can tell you now that should it come to the attention of the party that there are those from the organization who are involved clearly in acts of
But the report states as much, Mr. Mabe. The report is clear about that. So is it that you don't want to trust the credibility of this report as it stands, or what more evidence would you need?
Well, Kathy, it is us who led the processes of establishing the Prudential Authority. It is us who led the process.
But this is not about the Prudential Authority. It's about your members that have been implicated in this scandal, in this report. And I'm asking you, what is the clear action that the ANC is going to take on this matter?
Well, the report came out today. You would expect that once a report comes out in the manner that it did, it must be studied, understood, and then where there is a need to take action on the side of the party, I can assure you that the party will act where it needs to.
And of course, there were also reports that the Limpopo delegation had traveled to Luthuli House to ask you to save the bank. As it stands, it looks like the bank is going to be shut down. Are you going to be campaigning for it to remain open?
Well, it is well in our interest that VBS operates, but operates well within the proper framework of governance. It is, I mean, there are various instances. That's why now you've got, what the Prudential Authority seeks to do is to make sure that banks, whether it's mutual banks or retail banks, conduct and carry themselves in an acceptable manner, where governance systems are not allowed to collapse.
The report says it's rotten to the core. Do you think it should still remain open?
Well, it is important that the report is studied, and where possibilities exist to attend to certain areas of concerns by the different role players, such is attended to. I'll tell you why it is important to have a bank like VBS operating, because it was being used by pensioners there, okay. It was being used by communities there in the Vembe region and all of that. So you need to make sure that where there are challenges, you work from dealing with those systemic challenges that would have existed.
Right. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, and apologies for really rushing you through that interview. ANC spokesperson Pule Mave. That's it from the Newsnight team. Jane Dutton is up next. Good night.